Alright guys, welcome back. This time we've sort of got a little update video. We've got us a new shop building. So we're going to be moving, this is more of an addition than moving. I've still got the other two. If any of you have noticed in the past, I just use a storage unit to work out of most of the time. And at least on my stuff. And one come up the other day, and it's another one just like the one I use right now. It's a 12 by 30, and I said I'll take it. So let me give you a little tour of it. All right, you can see we got a lot of headroom in these. They're very tall. I'm not sure what the back wall back here is, but I'd say it's, I don't know if it's quite 16. It's at least 12 or 14. We can put a lot in here, but not take up a lot of room. I'll explain on that in a minute. But this is some old tin that's been up here for a long time, and it acts as a sacrificial wall, so we can actually mount stuff to that and everything. The guy that owns these, he was actually he said, "You want me to take that down?" And I come over here and look at it, and I said, "Well, can I drill in it?" And he said, "Sure." I said, "That ain't no big deal." I said, "We'll just leave it up, because I can mount a lot of the truck grills and just, little stuff. So that helps with the parts and everything." So let me sort of give you a general rundown of what I'm thinking. Now back here is what we're going to call, it's pretty much a loft. So what we can do is take some 4x4s that are either 8 or 10 foot long, and then build us a loft up here and bring it out 10 or 12 foot, something like that. Because if you look at it like this, that post right there is center of the building, so that's 15 foot. Like I said, this is a 12 wide, 30 long, so that post is center of the building. So if you come out 10 foot, you're looking probably about probably about right there to right there, somewhere around there. That's 10 foot. So, that's a pretty decent size right there. So if we do a 12 by 12, that'll be even better. And then we can put shelves up top to hold parts and stuff like that. We'll just have to build it real sturdy and everything. And then have the bottom, have all this under here open, to where we could put toolboxes back here, maybe some wheel polishing equipment, stuff like that, or any metal polishing like a buffer or anything like that. I'm not quite sure what exactly I want to do with this building, but that's still to be determined. It's kind of nice having a fresh, empty building. You can just do whatever in. So, which what we'll do, I've done got some projects lined up to come in here, because the thing about it, I can, if I have, we've got to do wheel bearings on the Bronco here pretty soon, because it's fixing to get winter time, and that's my winter toy, so we need to do the bearings on it. Well, I didn't. The main reason I've been putting it off is because I don't want to tie up my main building in case an emergency job comes in or something like that. If you got the thing up on jack stands and you got it tore down, know what I mean? So with this, it'll work out really good, because I can have something in here, and if it's tore down for weeks, it's not no big deal, because I've still got my main one where all my tools are. So that'll help out a lot there. This will be not only with building a loft in this one, be beneficial. We're going to build another loft in the main building. So that'll be, and we'll build them identical. So whether we do 12 by 10 or 12 by 12, we'll do the same thing over there. And then that way we can sort of categorize the parts a little better. You know, we can keep all the OBS, you know, bull nose, brick nose, OBS parts in the main one, and keep all the dent side stuff and what little bump side stuff in this one, or vice versa. It don't really matter. The biggest thing about this is, see, I've already got 2 of these buildings. Now one is a little smaller. It's a 10 by 24, and that's where I've kept all my parts. So all the parts will come out of that one and be put in on these lofts in both of these buildings. So not only is it going to be able to pack more stuff in here in these 2 and still have plenty of room to work, that's going to free up the little one. So with that being said, that means we'll have more opportunity for more projects. The biggest thing is having multiple projects going on at one time, because right now, if I get done with a project and I want to swap it out, well, I've got to take it to where I keep the rest of them, and it's just the hassle of having to go get it, bring it back, and all this. Well, I know it don't sound too awful bad, but it's kind of a headache. This way, essentially, we can have 3 projects up here at one time, and if we get stuck or at a good stopping point on one, we can just go to the other one. And with having 3 of them, it's perfect. We can just keep on trucking. The little one, the problem with the little one, it's only got probably an 8-foot door, something like that. So you can't really put a tall truck. It's only 24 long, so you can't put a crew cab long bed in there and expect to have room around it to work. Really, the only thing you can put in there is a single cab short bed. Well, you know, I've got my black one, and of course I got the Bronco, but with them having lights on top, if they clear, it'll be just barely. But I've got a project in mind just for that building, because it's going to be a long-term project, and it's not one y'all have seen yet. So that one will be more for very long-term, sort of extensive. It's not immediate. It has to be done right then. So that's pretty much what the 24 will be for. If it ever changes, really all it's good for is put parts in because of the size. But this new 12 by 30, perfect. So, and if you notice, it does have power, and it's locked up right now, but which now it's just 2 110s, and then you've got that single light. But that's all we've got in the other one, and it does just fine. So I'm not worried about that. I don't really have anything it takes 220, so it's no big deal, and don't hardly ever use the power anyways. So, but yeah, I'm definitely excited about this new building because of the having 3 projects at one time that we can go back and forth on. Is just going to be, it's going to be more work. It's going to be more content for y'all. It's going to be good. So if y'all want to see an in-depth detailed video or series of videos on how to build out a storage unit for mechanicing or whatever, because the thing about it, with the price of rent and the price of buildings going up every day, I've seen a lot of people going to these storage units, and then, which I've been doing this for 10 years. It's just good, cheap, you know, garage space really, because you've got a concrete floor, and especially with this one, you've got high ceilings, so you know it works out really good. Just the biggest problem with these is the width, but we make it work in the one we've got now. So yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, but what you'll pay, even even if you go to a climate control, what you would pay a month for that pales in comparison to what you would pay to rent, a big shop or something. Now, obviously, if you can afford the big shop, do it, because most of them most of them are 4, 5, 6 bay, so you can get a lot of customers in. But, and see, that's another thing where all I do is work on my stuff and stuff for friends. It don't really pay. So as far as paying me a monthly check, so there's no point in trying to rent one of those big shops. You've got to have customers coming in to pay the overhead, because that stuff gets expensive. I mean, the last shop that I looked at was it's probably been 5 or 6, no, it's been longer than that. It's probably been at least 8 years ago. Now, this was a 6 bay shop, so that's, that's good size. But back then, I think it was $1,500 a month. Now, obviously, 6 bays, if you can make $1,000 a day mechanicking, yeah, you can, you can pay that no problem. But if you're a one-man deal, it can't be done. I mean, you'd be working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and still not get everything done. So you would have to have mechanics come in there and, hire people and everything. So it's, for somebody, especially just working on their own stuff, you can't beat these storage units. Now, obviously, these are very versatile. Most people put furniture and stuff like that when because they're moving or something like that. So you got to really be careful about spilling stuff. Really, virtually, if you can't spill nothing, because it just makes it that much harder to clean and that much more undesirable for the next person. So keep that in mind if you go to do something like this. That's why I don't do a lot of oil changes, but I do. But I've got enough stuff to contain it to where, I've upgraded through the years to where spillage is virtually none. You might have a little when you're taking the filter off or something like that, but it cleans up. And that's the biggest thing. The quicker you clean it up, the better. But anyways, so yeah, I'm liking it. I just wanted to make this little video to show you some progress that we're making. So like I said, if you want to see a video or a series of videos on how to build one of these out for mechanicing or something like that, just let me know in the comments and we'll see what we can do. But I think I've talked long enough. So appreciate y'all for watching. Come back and see what we put in here and the projects we're going to do. And like I said, more room, more projects, more content, more gooder, more better. So y'all take it easy. See you.